Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Kamloops, British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you're subscribed just down below here. Make sure that you hit that bell and you'll get notified immediately. And if you're watching me on my Facebook page, just beware that this video will only be there for 30 days. So if you need to see it again, you just have to log into the YouTube channel. Sometimes the YouTube channel is probably the best place to find it because you do get notified right away. So welcome to Technique Tuesday. You know, people are saying to me, are you running out of different techniques? I have techniques that I want to do, but it's just, I haven't got the stamp set to do certain techniques. But the thing is that when I do get those stamp sets, I will go ahead and do that. A lot of my techniques I can also do with a twist. So that's exactly what we're doing today. Plus also, I do have a blog, a technique blog that I have to go into this Friday. Of course, yes, I am leaving a little bit late, and it's on collage stamping. Now, when I attempted doing collage the last time, it went more into a vintage, but I'm going to try to do more of a vintagey collage sort of idea. Collage stamping is you can do lots of different ways. I'm going to do this with designer series papers, so I'm hoping that it's going to turn out. I don't really know how it's going to work, but you know what? We're going to give it a try. In any event, welcome. I'm calling it Collage 3D stamping technique, and I'm hoping that, you know, it'll work out really good that way. Yeah. Anyways, we are going to go ahead. Now, if you are joining me, thank you. I really do appreciate it when you do watch me live. I know this was a different time. You know, I always say, how dare people schedule a Zoom for when I'm supposed to be going live, but that's okay. It happens. So as long as I have people that come back and check this out. Now, anyways, I'm going to go down to my desktop and then maybe I can explain a little bit more. All right, so on this particular one, and I'm just going to see if I can get some light on this matter. Anyways, it seems like it's a little dark there. This printout will be on my Facebook group, and it'll be at 9:05 Pacific time, and it'll have the picture of the card that I've done, the different product that I'm using, and then when you print this off, you have, you can put your own sample on here, put a picture of your sample, but it's just as a reference. I'll also have a link to the YouTube channel as well, showing which ones these are. All right, so I'm not seeing anybody making any comments, but that's fine. I'm assuming, now, you know what assume does, but I think the sound's okay. I'm seeing that there's sound movement on there, or sound waves on there. All right, so what you want to do, I'm going to do this with a 3D. It just kind of sings to me what I want to do with this. And you can use watercolor paper or basic white paper, or you can use designer series paper, which is what I'm going to do. Today I'm using some brand new product that will be available in the May 6th catalog, and it's called Beautiful Gallery. And I'm going to show you some parts to this. This is the designer series paper. I think this is the paper that really steals the show on this. It has different pictures in here and the backgrounds. And this is actually the one that we're going to use today, because I think that could add to a real nice collage thing. So you could even just do a picture with this. You have this to do a picture. I used this the other day. I really like using that. There's this one as well. I'm gonna have and then of course there's other ones that have like different looks on it. Let's see if I can just go in, and this one's another one that I just absolutely love that, and more like the neutral tones on the back. This one's very pretty too. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of the Thompson River down near Ashcroft, where we live close to, and has this beautiful damask. This suite also comes with a damask embossing folder as well. Look at this one. This one's gorgeous. This has that Secret Sea ink in there. I think this is one of my favorite ones out of all of them. And then, of course, if you are a flower person and that sort of stuff, beautiful, beautiful paper. So we're going to use some of this paper right here, and that's what we're going to do our collage stamping on. This is Mega Sweet. It has 2 bundles in it. It has the Gallery blooms with the dies that go with this, and it also has the beautiful motifs. Trying to think. One comes with beautiful frames on them, and the other one comes with dies, and I think I've got them here. Yeah, there we go. There's Gallery blooms, and then they have these motif, and these ones are really kind of interesting because they don't quite, you know what, I should get out a little bit further, but I'll try to work this way. They don't cut out completely on there, so they're kind of cool ones there. They can be ones that you slip corners in. Really, really, really nice. All right, and also another online exclusive is this Elements of Text, and I'm going to use that one today as well because that kind of adds to collage stamping, right? That, and I'll probably use some of these splotches on here as well. It also has, look at how these came. Doesn't that just annoy you when they come like that? Anyways, there's these embellishments here, and it also comes with a gray ribbon. Not a gray, a beige ribbon. And I don't know if I have it. Anyways, we're not going to be using it. So, anyways. All right, so what you want to do is you want to start off. Now, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do this. I thought this looked really good, this paper, with the basic beige, which is the basic beige is this. And it also looks really good with the crumb cake. And then I thought, well, I should probably try to bring out some of that, and that's Calypso Coral. And I've just got a thin sort of thing around there. So this is what we're going to do first, is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to randomly stamp onto this piece of Designer Series paper. Now, I got to make sure that it's going the right way. There we go. So I'm just using crumb cake, and you can't really see too much of it, but you're going to be able to after I get finished with this, because we're going to be doing a fair amount of stamping on here. You want to randomly stamp on there. So that's the crumb cake. And then, excuse me, basic beige. When you use a basic beige, it kind of is a greeny color. I don't know why it kind of goes green, but I'm going to come in with this flower. And I'm going to just stamp that. And these will fade out a little bit. But like I say, I'm just going to stamp there. And it does look kind of dark to begin with. Don't worry. It is going to tone down quite a bit. And then I'm coming in with this motif one. I'm going to show you where these ones are all coming from. I'm going to use this one here. I did another card the other day for a tutorial group, and I just love this one right here. All right, so I'm going to take that. Now, I thought the Calypso Coral was a little dark to do on there, so I'm using Petal Pink. And let's go and, like I say, collage stamping is stamping all over the place and kind of doing a collage. Now, like I say, with collages, a lot of times with a collage, what happens is you can also put different pieces of paper and layers of paper, and that's what kind of inspired this. Then we have that, and then the Secret Sea, and this, I don't know, I think I've got this splotch there. And I'm going to come in, and I got to be careful because there's, you can get quite a big halo around here. Look at that, see? And I don't want to get a halo. So let me just wipe that off. And I'm just going to just lay it on here. Whoopsie. And now I'm just going to stamp. And I'm just laying that on there. It's quite juicy, this stamp set, so. But you can, now this looks dark, but trust me, it does go lighter. I'm getting blue all over the secret sea, all over the place. There we go. And you know what? I think we'll just put a tiny bit there. I know that that's going to fade. And you'll see how much it'll look okay. I know it kind of looks like, ooh, Diane, what are you doing there? Okay, so then what I want to do is, because this is more of, because of this paper, I am coming in and I'm going to take my crumb cake, which I know is on this desk, because I just used it. Now, isn't that the silliest thing? There it is. No. There. Silly. All right, I can always grab another crumb cake because I do have other crumb cakes, that's for sure. Just, so frustrating. Let's see if I've got anybody on the Facebook page on there. Hello, Lorraine. How are you? Okay, so can you see it here? Oh, that's why I can't see it. It's right in front of me. All right, so I'm just coming in and I am just going to get this just dirtied up a bit. Now, honestly, this probably could have been, I could have used maybe even a different color, but I just want to make this just a bit dirty. And I'm wondering if the pecan pie would help, or would it be too dark? Just probably should have re-inked it, but like I say, I just want to make it just a little bit more, just like that. And then what I'm going to do, we're just going to close this one up a bit too, is it looks like it's too even. That's what it's going to end up looking like. All right, so I am gonna, this card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just gonna go in and use our bone folder on there. Watching most supper cooks. I know, I'm really sorry, but it was on a Zoom. Okay, so this is gonna go just on there, but I want this to be a little bit more roughed up, so I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to distress this. We have very shy, so I'm just coming in. And I don't, it doesn't matter if it tears it. I'm okay with that. We're going to actually crumple it up maybe just a little bit, or bring in some just like, to me this is collage stamping. All right, so this is then going to go onto here. So we're just going to glue that onto there. Look at, I'm covering up this beautiful paper. But that's the beauty of designer series paper. You get 4 of these sheets, so I could use those. You know what? I'm going to have to turn that one around because to me, this looks like it should go this way. So let's just get it on there straight. Just like that. And then this is just going to go onto here. Now, as far as words go, I'm not sure what kind of words I really wanted to put on here. These words are just beautiful. Thank you for everything. Thinking of you. I think I might do a thinking of you. Thinking of you on your birthday, or just a note is kind of a fun thing to do too. So we're just going to stick that on there. See how that Secret C is now starting to, it's starting to fade more and more. There we go. All right. Then what we're going to do is part of one of my things there is this textured notes. And so I used one of those, and I thought what I could do is turn around and I'm going to dirty this up a bit too. I'm just going to come in with my pecan pie. It tends to work a little bit better. I'm just going to dirty that up. And then I went and I cut a bunch of the dies from this Gallery Blooms. Excuse me. You can see this. This cuts out a really cool frame. So out of this one here. Oh, excuse me. All right, so this can go here. I also cut some of this out, and I thought this would look kind of nice. Not, you know, that, I don't know, on my screen it seems really dark, this Calypso Coral, but I'm hoping it's not that dark. All right, so I'm thinking I can put this on here. I might tear it a little bit, but here are the dies that are cut out. And I happen to have this in basic beige. I have it in crumb cake, and I have it in the Secret C. So I'm just going to turn them over. And I wanted to kind of get a bit of a vintagey more look on there. So I'm going to come in with my crumb cake again. And I'm going to use this, the Elements. What's it called again? Elements of Text. And I'm just coming like this, and I'm just going to stamp down. And that's going to give me some color on texture on there. And then I'm also going to come in with that Secret C again. And we are going to just put that on there. And just put some of that on there. Just like that. So we're collaging and doing colors with these as well. All right. And I also have this in, just in case the crumb cake or the thing was too, the Calypso Coral was too dark. Okay, so let's just leave that there. So maybe let's just put this off to the side here, and let's put some of these on. I really like that Secret C. And this has a little thing here. We're just going to pop those out. Now, I could have also added to this, I could have gone ahead and added some embossing, but I chose not to this time. Probably could have had a little bit more of that on there. So just like this is where I'm kind of thinking that this is going to go. So, but I need to have, I wonder if I do this, if I do it off to the side, then what I could do is maybe put, all right, I want to put some words on there. You know what? I'm going to do it the way I had it. I'm just going to start putting this down. I don't know why I've got so much crumb cake on there. Probably because I wasn't going to use the crumb cake color. So if I did this, then that would be okay with the crumb cake coming off. Probably going to have to do a strip with it. See how that's going to go over there. Let's put this one on. That. Now I should have enough glue on there that I can put some of these other ones, another piece on there. But see how we're going to kind of, this, I know it's a totally different style for me, but it's always nice to go outside of your comfort zone, right? I think if we go over there a little bit with that, and then let's put some of this on. So what this is going to do is this is just adding the 3D dimensional to it. So I just have to hold that down and get ink all over my fingers. You know what? I have this little piece here. So that's actually just going to go, we're going to stamp that and put that there. All right, so this is going to glue onto here. Like I say, we're kind of just getting it. And now what I want to do is I want to put, and I'm thinking I might even go with this spray. And let's see, I'm going to get my piece of paper. I do have some here, but I'm going to have to cut it. Oh, guess what? We are going to have to emboss. Of course we are. So I'm just going to come in with this, and let's just get this straight, because it really isn't straight. Just cut that. And then we can bring in that simple stamping that's got amazing ones, or how about just a note? So we're going to come in, use our embossing buddy. Oops. Use our Versamark as well. And just a note. And we'll come in with this. And you know, I really wish that we had like a kind of like a crumb cake embossing powder. Hello, Kathy Jean. I know, you guys, there's free shipping tomorrow. I know, Lorraine, so glad you didn't put your order in. Like I say, I did have a customer that did put an order in this morning. I usually reach out to her I didn't, so I gifted her. That's the beauty of these rewards, you guys. I gifted somebody the amount of what their shipping was, because I felt so bad, because I usually let her know. And she beat me to the gun. She had her order in at 2. Hi, Jill. Yeah, it's going to be just a tad different. Like I say, I want to make it so that, okay, we're going to heat set that. Oh my goodness. I don't know why this happened. My heat tool fell down. There we go. And we're just going to heat set this. And like I say, this is collage stamping with a bit of a twist in there. Oops. Okay, let's see. We haven't set this down yet. Okay, it's going to go off to the side there. You know what? I think I've got this where, do you know how you sometimes have an edge on your paper? What you want to do is get rid of that edge. So you're just going to take your bone folder, and it's the way that you actually cut it, and that'll take that edge away. All right, so we're going to use our black dimensionals on here. And I'm just going to take a little bit off for now. Like so. And then, of course, what we want to do is we are going to add some linen thread for this. And I like it to be kind of random on there. So I'm going to tie a double bow with my linen thread. And then I can stick it behind, and then it'll look good. And it's just a little piece there. So let me see if I can get that in there. So 5 o'clock's a good time for you, Lorraine. Yeah, it's so it was one of those days, you know, where you have lots to do, and but I'm a lot poorer today because house insurance was due, car insurance was due. So yeah, oh well, it's what it is. So it's done for another year. This is not doing very well here. I think I cut it too short. There we go. Let's just take that out. But I think it's cut a little too short. So see how this is just going to go behind there. And I just wanted it to go just behind so that it shows on both sides. So let's see. Just going to tape that down with tear and tape. Ah, yes. Now we're just going to take our, I'm going to take that like that. We're going to take this, I want that to be kind of that way. So that's got quite a bit of lift on there. So I'm not going to actually put dimensionals behind there. Just going to put that like that. This can go up on dimensionals. So I'm going to use my black dimensionals. And I use that tear and tape because it's great to hold that linen thread. That linen thread is a real winner. I'm so glad that it didn't retire. All right, so that's just going to go like that. See those blotches? Don't they see how they really faded? So I'm good with doing those little blotches. So you know what? I'm going to come in and let's put some of those blotches with my Secret C. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm just going to stick this on there just for something on the inside. And we'll just trim this part off. Yeah, I wondered about that. I have to let that dry before I can trim it off. All right, then it also comes with those embellishments, which I know were here as well. I used so much different stuff today. Now, these are really heavy. They're called pressed flower motifs, and they're really, really heavy. So I'm going to try to straighten them up afterwards, but they come in 2 sizes. And let's put one more up here. I'm kind of liking that card. So there's the card, and we're almost ready to put this on the inside. And that's okay with it poking out just a little bit because it's less. So this is the collage with a 3D. So we're just adding it. We're doing more like a collage background is kind of what we're doing. And see how this basic beige looks nice, and you can write. It's light enough on the inside. But there we go. There's our card. So I hope you liked that. Remember to, oh, thanks. Still nobody talking on YouTube. Did it go onto YouTube? I'm sure it did. I don't know. We shall see what happens with that. Anyways, okay, so let's see. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. This will be on my blog at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday under the Totally Techniques, and it's an international technique group. And what else? Don't forget about free shipping tomorrow. I love to be your demonstrator if you live in Canada. It's amazing. It's free shipping for 3 days, and plus you get rewards. So remember to make sure that you opt in for your rewards, because you want to make sure that you do get it. All right, you guys, remember to create, because it's great for the soul. I'll be by tomorrow at 3 o'clock for my mystery. The clues will be put on at noon, and there'll be something that you have in your craft room. I'm sure of it. All right, you guys, remember to create, because it's great for the soul, and we will see you tomorrow.